I know I kind of left you guys hanging on the started running a little bit long, and I got it to the point where you can play a game on your own computer, but we still can't invite our friends to this game. In order to do that, we have to port forward, and I will show you right now on how to do that. Now, I am on Xfinity modems, so it's going to depend on what kind of a modem your computer actually has. Basically, if you have like a Cisco or something, just look up your brand and you'd be able to find out exactly what steps you would need to port forward. But they should closely match what I'm about to do. So what we need to do is go up to the Apple, open up our system preferences, go to Network. Now, everybody's computer is set up a little bit differently. This is the way that mine is. Normally, it's going to give you all of your information that you need right here. But on my particular computer, I have to hit Advanced, go to TCP IP. Now, this is giving me my computer's IP address. Now, don't confuse this with the IP address that in our first tutorial when I had you go into Google and type in what is my IP address. That's the IP address for your internet. This right here is the IP address for your router and the address for your computer. Totally two different things. So what we need to do is we actually need to get into your router settings. So in order to do that, we need to take this number 10.0.0.1. Now we're going to go over, I happen to just use Chrome, and we need to type in 10.0.0.1 point, enter. Now this takes us to the Xfinity login page. Now I'm assuming most people are going to have one of the Xfinity routers. They seem to have a pretty good monopoly in my area here, I guess depending on where you're from. Now this isn't going to be the same username and password as you would if you were going into your Xfinity account to access your bills or anything like that. This is actually your router username and password. Now if you've never changed it, or if your Comcast guy didn't change it, it's always going to be admin and password. So you type in admin and password, log in. Now we're inside of our router settings, and so what we need to do is go to Advanced. Going to open up a window. Now you're going to see right here under Advanced, port forwarding. Now this is what we want. This is what's going to enable our friends to be able to come in to our Minecraft server and actually play in our world. Now since mine's already been done, everything is already here set up, but what I'm going to do is I'll just go into edit here, which would be the same screen as add service. If I wanted to add another service, I would use that, but it's going to give me this screen right here. So for services name, you always want it to be other. For this service here, I just named it Minecraft. I only have the one server. Server type, there's always going to be TCP or UDP. You always want both. Now, for server IP address, what we did up here was, this was our router address, 10.0.0.1. That's what accessed us into our Xfinity. For our server IP address, what we need to do is we need to go back to preferences. Now, here we are on our IPv4 address, 10.0.0.8. That is the number that we need. So what we did was just typed it in for server IP address, 10.0.0.8. And that part right there is done. Now, remember that number from our first tutorial. It is actually the server port number for our Minecraft server. And as I said, it's just a default number. It's always the same number for every person. But what you need to do for the start port 25565, end port 25565, and hit save. Now that's doing its thing, and now we also want to make sure that we have it enabled, so it's green, so it's enabled. Now we have port forwarded our Minecraft server because of this little setup right here. Now all of our friends can join our game with us. Basically, what they're going to do in order to join a game is you're going to need to give them your IP address. I'm just going to show you how to get your proper IP address, just so you know that you're handing off your friends the correct number and everything. So what you want to do is go to Chrome or whatever your internet browser happens to be and type in whatsmyip.org. Alright, now at the top you can see it says your IP address is, and it gives a string of numbers. Now this is the number that you're going to give to your friends. Now the most important thing is remember to include after your last number the same number from the Minecraft server port, which is 25565. So we're going to have this string of numbers, then colon 25565. Send that number to your friends, and when they go, let's go ahead and start Minecraft here. Going to get our server started as well, so we're going to double click the Minecraft server. Okay, so there's the server. That's all up and running. Everything is good to go. Just minimize that. Hit play. Alright, so we're in our Minecraft and we want multiplayer. Now, if I was one of your friends, what I would end up doing is I would go to add server, and they can make a new name for their server if they want. I don't think it matters. I'm not exactly positive on that. Type in that string of numbers that was on the whatsmyip.org with the colon 25565. Hit done, and then they should have Minecraft server, and they're gonna see a little green bar up here. Mine it's showing an error right now just because I'm the host. But if I go to direct connect, I'm actually under localhost, so if I join the server, it'll actually allow me to connect to the game. I hope that makes some sense for you. If you have any questions, just post them in the comments, and I will for sure be more than happy to answer them. If this helped you out at all, please give me a like, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Maybe we'll actually do something fun instead of all this technical stuff, and I'll show you some of my worlds or something.